Greetings and infinite blessings to all of you out there. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel here. We're studying the lessons of A Course in Miracles, and today we're going to be studying Lesson 108. To give and to receive are one in truth. And before we get into the lesson, I want to say a couple of things. First of all, our next Zoom meeting is going to be next Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. And I know that's a little late, but I don't want to miss my hot yoga class. I signed up for a little package and I want to get regular with doing those. And that just means it's late. You can be in your pajamas or in your robe with a nice cup of tea. We'll have a little chat and then you can drift off to sleep feeling loved and a part of a beautiful community. So that's my explanation for why we're doing it at 8:30 on this coming Tuesday. All right, or next week on Tuesday. And I'll put the date and the link in the description of the video. All right, the second thing I wanted to talk about is today is lesson 108. 108, what is significant in spirituality, in mathematics, in astronomy about the number 108? Some of you may know, others of you may not. So if you notice, I'm wearing mala beads. Some people call these meditation beads, and they have 108 beads in the string. And then the bottom, there's one more. The 109th is called the guru bead, which is really the inner guru, of course, your inner teacher, your guides and teachers, your connection to source, your soul. That speaks to you through this inner guru bead. But what it's used for is to help focus your mind on your meditations, and each mantra that you say or each prayer that you say, or I'm gonna give us an idea how to use the lessons. So each statement that we say, we hold on to a bead until we say the next statement, then you hold on to the next bead. And when I did the meditation this morning for this lesson, I don't know, it felt like, I didn't look at the clock, but it felt like about less than 10 minutes to go through all 108 statements around this mala necklace. So if you have one of these, grab it. I also learned when I was doing my Google search this morning that a rosary has 108 beads as well. So I didn't know that. And if you have a rosary, then you can grab that and do your prayers, mantras, do your lesson statements, whatever you'd like. So a couple of interesting things I'll just throw at you. So in your ancient sacred text, we're talking about the ancient yogic text and the ancient Buddhist text, 108 is a prominent number. There are, from the yoga perspective, 108 Upanishads. There are 108 primary tantras. Now, from the Buddhist perspective, typically the Buddhist temples have 108 steps because there's 108 steps to the temple, which is considered enlightenment. Also, there are chime bells that are rung, and they're rung 108 times. So this is a really profound number. According to math, there are countless patterns and potential divisions using the number 108. In astronomy, the sun is 108 times larger than the Earth. And there's also something in terms of measuring the distance from the sun to the Earth with the diameter that equals out to 108. I couldn't quite explain that one and write it down in my notes, so you'll have to Google that yourself. In Ayurveda, which is an ancient yogic practice for health and well-being and obtaining balance in your life, Ayurveda, there are 108 sacred places within the body. And many of you are familiar with the chakra systems. So all of your energetic meridian pathways or your nerve pathways in the Ayurvedic text, they're called nadis, and there are 108 of those. And the way it's explained is they're traveling all throughout your body, connecting all of your chakras, and actually come together to form the heart chakra. So quite interesting. And I always think of Jesus and the heart as similar. And then lastly, I'll tell you numerology. 1, if you break the number down into its own individual numbers, 1 stands for God or higher truth. 0 stands for emptiness or completion. And 8 stands for infinity or eternity. So I think it's really cool that this lesson is lesson 108 and that we're going to do it today. And I would invite you to grab your rosary, grab your mala beads, and find a way to incorporate that into your practice today because it feels really important and worth mentioning. So there you go. All right. To give and to receive are one in truth. Vision depends upon today's idea. The light is in it. for it reconciles all seeming opposites. And what is light except the resolution, born of peace, of all your conflicts and mistaken thoughts into one concept, which is wholly true. Even that one will disappear because the thought behind it will appear instead to take its place. And now you are at peace forever, for the dream is over then. True light that makes true vision impossible is not the light that the body's eyes behold. It is a state of mind that has become so unified that darkness cannot be perceived at all. And thus, what is the same is seen as one, while what is not the same remains unnoticed, for it is not there. This is the light that shows no opposites, and vision, being healed, has power to heal. This is the light that brings your peace of mind to other minds, to share it and be glad that they are one with you and with themselves. This is the light that heals because it brings single perception based upon one frame of reference from which one meaning comes. Here are both giving and receiving seen as different aspects of one thought whose truth does not depend on which is seen as first, nor which appears to be in second place. Here it is understood that both occur together, that the thought remain complete. And in this understanding is the base on which all opposites are reconciled, because they are perceived from the same frame of reference which unifies thought. One thought, completely unified, will serve to unify all thought. This is the same as saying, one correction will suffice for all correction, or that to forgive one brother wholly is enough to bring salvation to all minds. For these are but special cases of one law which holds for every kind of learning, if it be directed by the one who knows the truth. To learn that giving and receiving are the same has special usefulness, because it can be tried so easily and seen as true. And when this special case has proved it always works, in every circumstance where it is tried, the thought behind it can be generalized to other areas of doubt and double vision. And from there, it will extend and finally arrive at the one thought which underlies them all. Today we practice with the special case of giving and receiving. We will use the simple lesson in the obvious because it has results we cannot miss. To give is to receive. Today we will attempt to offer peace to everyone and see how quickly peace returns to us. Light is tranquility. And in that, peace is vision given to us, and we can see. So we begin the practice periods with the instruction for today and say, to give and to receive are one in truth. I will receive what I am giving now. Then close your eyes and for 5 minutes think of what you would hold out to everyone, to have it yours. You might, for instance, say, to everyone I offer quietness. To everyone I offer peace of mind. To everyone I offer gentleness. And just to let you know, what I did when I was using the beads in my meditation is I read the title of the lesson when I started at the guru bead. Number 1, to give and to receive are one in truth. Next bead, I will receive what I am giving now. Next bead, to everyone I offer quietness. Next bead, to everyone I offer peace of mind. Next bead, to everyone I offer gentleness. And then I went on my own remix and I said, to everyone I offer unconditional love. To everyone I offer real peace. To everyone I offer happiness. To everyone I offer joy. It started coming into my mind. All the past lessons, all the things that I already have in my mind from, doing the Vipassana meditation experience. You're doing this thing called a metta prayer, where you are first praying for yourself. To myself, I give eternal peace or inner peace or tranquility. And to everyone, I give joy, peace, happiness, tranquility. So, there's a lot of beads and there's a lot of remixing and ad-libbing that you can do, but just make it authentic. And then, if there's someone in particular that comes to your mind, knowing that what we read in the lesson here says if you wholly forgive and wholly reconcile with one brother or sister, that it actually, you know, spreads out to all beings. May all beings have peace. Well, if you really get it right with this one person, that could be a couple of your beads. You know, bring up that person's name and pray for them while you're doing this lesson. So make it work for you. You know, be creative, and as you settle into it and get into this state, you realize, oh, I got a lot more beads to go, and it really does keep your mind from wandering and getting distracted. So it's a good tool. All right, let me finish up here. Say each one slowly and then pause a while, expecting to receive the gift you gave. And it will come to you in the amount in which you gave it. You will find you have exact return, for that is what you asked. It might be helpful too to think of one to whom to give your gifts. He represents the others, and through him you give to all. Our very simple lesson for today will teach you much. Effect and cause will be far better understood from this time on, and we will make much faster progress now. Yes! Think of the exercises for today as quick advances in your learning, made still faster and more sure each time you say, to give and to receive are one in truth. Now, if you're a real, you know, nature fairy hippie person like me, you may also want to include the plant kingdom, the animal kingdom, the mineral world, right? You have crystals on your altar, you live near a beach and you collect seashells, you love the beach and you want to give thanks to the water. I want to give thanks to, I'm in the shadow of this baby tree right here that I'm using to hold my camera this morning, so a little bit of the baby tree's expression. It's like a baby cactus. And I wanted to show you that these baby trees, because there's another one right here, when they start growing the pine needles, the baby pines, they have these little poofs that look like, you know, remember those trolls? It kind of looks like the head hair of a troll, but much thicker, and oh God, it's just full of this innocent baby life. And then it starts to fluff out. So it's like it's wearing its own little tutu or something. I don't know. It's just so beautiful. And even the way the trunk is, like I'm including this in my dedication and devotion as I move about throughout the day. I'm going to keep the mala beads on me, whatever I'm doing, whether I'm wearing them or have them in my pocket or something, so that I can touch it and remember to do the meditations. But if there's a part of nature that you're in love with, you know, here in Salt Springs, Florida, we have the Salt Springs that my neighbors and I swim in every day. So I'll definitely be expressing gratitude to the extremely old grandmother, grandfather trees out there, and the water itself that comes purely up from beneath the surface. Like, where's this water coming from? It's a freaking miracle. Every time I swim over to the spring head, I'm just amazed with the power of the water. Thousands of gallons each day coming up, and it's drinkable water. So it's this beautiful source of life that I get to experience in this visceral way every day. It's 72 degrees, so it's a little chilly when you jump in, but then you get used to it and it's amazing. So I hope that you enjoyed this lesson today and that you're going to find some mala beads or something that you can meditate with to help you get through all of your thoughts about what you want to give, because you will then receive it. And I hope that you have some healing today and some new realizations and some awakening as we go through, because now we're on lesson 108. We are moving into a faster paced advancement and evolution of our consciousness. So yeah, make today a special day in whatever way that you can. And don't forget, next Tuesday, I'll put the date and the time in this description, is going to be our next meetup at 8:30 p.m. You can wear your jammies. It's all good. And thank you for joining me. I love you all so much. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you back here on the next video.